Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hey now. Hey now, hey now. Brother, hey now, brother, hey now. Welcome to our number 4 of the line, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. By the way, the Pentagon IG Inspector General released an 84-page report on Pete Hegseth's use of Signal that CNN was talking about all day yesterday after they found out the pipe bomber was a black guy. Turns out that report shows that Pete Hegseth did not share classified information. And then they stop. Then they start talking about the pipe bomber again. They're like, well, okay, enough of that. Time to move on, everybody. Time to move on. Tonight, Siluria Brewing Company Christmas party. I want to see y'all at the party. Y'all come on out, man. It's our annual Christmas party. We only do this once a year. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say to yourself Saturday morning when you wake up and you're like, oh crap, I gotta wait another 364 days for the next 99.5 Christmas party? You don't want to wait that long. Come get you some. Have some fun with us, man. We're all going to be hanging out, one big happy family. I want to see the Hey Now Nation out there. The Hey Now Nation. Everybody, you see me, you give me a big fat hey now. You're hey now, hey now. And I'll hey now back at you. Brought to you by the Knowles Group and Crocker Moving Services. Speaking of the Knowles Group, Danny Knowles going to be giving away a TV. I guess they'll be doing a drawing or something of the sort. Also, they got a couple gift bags they're going to be giving away, and we're going to have some prizes to give away whoever's dressed the craziest. Christmas sweater, Christmas suit, whatever you got. Music from the Cash Domino Killers. That I think they've got a bald drummer. And Leah Slaughter on guitar. DJ AJ spinning some tunes and some jams. Your ticket to get in is at least one new unwrapped toy for Alabama veterans Operation Christmas Elf. Just go by Walmart, buy a toy, bring it with you, drop it off at the door, and you're in. You're in. And listen, if you have been looking for a place to donate, like you've been wanting to, kind of give back to some good organizations this year, and you want to, go and get a bunch of toys, you're more than welcome to do that. Bring as many as you want. We just ask you to bring at least one and add it to the pile. We got good food trucks. Siluria is going to be serving up their brewskis, and we're going to have a good time, everybody. So y'all make your way out there, and let's throw down. Throw down on the hoedown. My man. Come on. Let's see. Where do we go? Let me tell you about Alabama Professional Services first. Alabama Professional Services, APS, out there doing God's work, taking care of foundations and foundation issue. I just had a brain fart. Basement waterproofing, crawl space encapsulation. Boy, with all this freaking rain, dude, if you ever needed some basement waterproofing, now's probably the time for it. I'd at least call these guys and ask them about it and say, hey, what's the process here? What can you tell me? They can get you estimate and all that kind of stuff. They've been doing it for a very long time. They're very good at what they do. Also, pest control. Get the pest control done. Everybody's got to have a pest control company. This is the best one out there. So reach out to them. Tell them Andrew McLean sent you. 205-951-9717. 205-951-9717. And online, alabamaprofessional.com. I've seen story after story about criminals who really shouldn't have been on the streets harming individuals. Here's one. Monster with dozens of prior arrests punches elderly man, shoves him onto the train tracks in Chicago. You see this stuff in Chicago all the time. 39-year-old Tommy Carter arrested and charged with attempted murder after he beat a senior citizen and knocked him onto the train tracks at the Blue Line station in Forest Park, Illinois. The victim found lying on the train tracks and transported to Loyola. How do you say that? What was that one basketball team? Chicago Loyola? Loyola? Yeah, Loyola.
That team up there in Chicago.
Loyola. Chicago Loyola. Remember they had the old lady, they ended up beating Tennessee that year.
Loyola.
Yeah, it was like Chicago Loyola.
Marymount something.
Yeah. Like,
Loyola, the basketball team.
Yeah, like Mother Mary or whatever her name was. And she'd come to the games, and they're like, she's going to help us win.
Loyola.
That's what that is. Police said Carter spat on them as they took him into custody. This is the suspect. Carter was also charged with 3 felony counts of aggravated battery to a police officer. Surprise, surprise. Last month, a black man with 49 prior arrests doused a white woman with a flammable liquid and set her on fire on a Chicago train. 50-year-old Lawrence Reed was hit with federal terrorism charges after he set a 26-year-old woman on fire aboard the same Blue Line train last month. Over a dozen arrests, and this guy is still on the streets. Another guy, homeless career criminal with a history of assaulting women, arrested for slapping an NYU student and pulling her hair. It's on camera. Homeless career criminal accused of randomly assaulting an NYU student on her way to class committed an eerily similar attack just days earlier in Manhattan. James Rizzo, 45, who has 16 prior busts on his record, allegedly shoved the 68-year-old woman as she walked on 5th Avenue near West 47th Street at around 8:45 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. They'll be on the streets of New York at 8:45 p.m. Rizzo is accused of striking the victim with his elbow without warning so violently that she fell to the ground and suffered a small cut. The unhinged spree continued on Monday morning when he allegedly came up behind a 20-year-old Big Apple co-ed named Amelia Lewis on Broadway near Astor Place, slapped her head and buttocks and pulled her hair in a shocking attack. He was charged with assault Tuesday with assault in both incidents, facing additional raps of persistent sexual abuse and forcible touching in connection to the attacks on Lewis. One after another. And speaking of New York, New York's quietly releasing 7,000 dangerous illegal immigrants, including rapists, killers, terrorists, repeat offenders, with no notice to ICE. Zero. Since January 20th, New York has released 6,947 criminal illegal aliens back onto the streets. Out of those offenders, they are tied to these crimes: 29 homicides, 2,509 assaults, 199 burglaries, 305 robberies, 392 dangerous drug offenses, 300 weapons offenses, and 207 sexual predatory offenses. And what's worse is this week, another 7,113 criminal aliens remain in New York custody, all with active ICE detainers that state officials continue to ignore. Those charges include 148 with homicide, 717 with assault, 134 with burglary, 106 with robbery, 235 with drug offenses, 152 weapons offenses, and 260 sexual predatory offenses. This is a full-scale public safety disaster engineered by the far left, who are deliberately defying law. I'm looking at the list of these individuals. Stephen Daniel Galicia was arrested by local authorities for attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Despite an ICE detainer, he remained at large. On September 20th, ICE arrested him in the Bronx. He is now detained by ICE pending immigration proceedings. Another one, Anderson Smith Martinez. On August 19th, local authorities arrested him, a Crips gang member, for criminal possession of a weapon and possession of a controlled substance. He also has a conviction for assault. Despite ICE detainer lodged against him, he was released by local authorities. Then on September 11th, ICE rearrested him, and now he's in ICE custody. Jose David Hernandez. September 25th, local authorities arrested him for rape, strangulation, and assault. Despite the ICE detainer, he was released by local authorities. Then, thank God, on October 6th, ICE rearrested him. This is the work that ICE is doing, by the way. They're out here getting these people that are extremely dangerous. That's their priority. And yes, people that are not murderers and rapists are getting arrested as well, but only because they're caught in the vicinity of the murderers and the rapists. You get caught up in the mix. You're still committing a crime. You still got to face the consequences. But would you rather say, well, we don't want to follow, we only want to follow the law by this much. We only want to follow this far on this law. Because Congress, I mean, there's no conversation from Democrats in Congress about changing the laws to say, well, you can deport people, but they could only be people that are charged with homicide, assault, drugs, weapons. Have you heard any Democrat bring that up? Any sort of resolution, any bill brought to the floor? Say that? No. You don't. Because this is a political issue for them. It's not about the immigrants. It's not about Maryland dad and Maryland mom. It's about politics and keeping dangerous people on the streets. That's just what they want. Just as Tom said, they want drugs in the country. Yes, they want all that. They want chaos. They don't have to deal with it. They don't live in your communities. These monsters aren't going to get through their fence that's guarded by security. Another story. University of Delaware student arrested with guns and a manifesto referencing martyrdom. On November 24th, resident of University of Delaware student Luqman Khan was stopped by police during an after-hours property check in Canby Park West. Khan is a legal immigrant, but he's from Pakistan. Court documents reveal that Khan was asked and subsequently refused to exit the vehicle. He was taken into custody, and during the search of his vehicle, officers found a .357 loaded with 27 rounds. And in a handwritten notebook, Khan discussed additional weapons and firearms, how they could be used in an attack, and how law enforcement detection could be avoided once an attack was carried out. The notebook referenced a member of the University of Delaware's police department by name and included a layout of a building with entry and exit points under which the words UD Police Station were printed. That's what they want. They want that. They want that. In Minnesota, they want that. Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, they want. There's a Minnesota immigrant rapist who is now walking free on a sweetheart plea deal, who has struck again and raped the third victim after dodging jail for kidnapping and raping a woman that he met online. Want to guess his name? His name is Abdimahat Bilay Muhammad.
Bless you.
28 years old in Minneapolis. Charged with the brutal kidnapping and repeated rape of yet another terrified woman just months after dodging real prison time for 2 prior rape convictions. They say he met the victim via Snapchat at her home in Mankato in September of 25, then drove her to a hotel in Bloomington. Once the victim got into the vehicle, Muhammad reportedly told her, "You're not going home." The woman told investigators that Muhammad confiscated her phone and indicated she would not be allowed to leave while she was being held captive and sexually assaulted over several days. Nearly a week after the kidnapping, she escaped, jumping out of Muhammad's car in South Minneapolis, at which point a resident called the police. Authorities have charged Muhammad with kidnapping, felony third-degree, criminal sexual conduct, and other related offenses. He's currently being held in the county jail on $300,000 bond. They like this stuff. They want this stuff. Minneapolis is turning into America's hellhole, but many of the blue cities are right there with it. 205-545-9950. More of the line coming up after this. Have you seen this video of Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey? Yeah, he's one of these guys that, because of the big Somali population in Minneapolis, he gets up at his press conference and he starts speaking Somalian. Is it Somalian? Solomonese? Solomayanese?
Lordy. I did not see that, thank goodness.
Solomayanese. Yeah, so he ends up, there's a video out there, I guess it was yesterday, and he's at some Somali restaurant. They've got him this plate fixed. It looks like just Honestly, it looks like a dog just walked up and took a dump in the bowl. I mean, it's just listen, it's third world food, man. They eat some weird stuff. So anyway, he starts chowing down on it, and he looks like he's about to vomit. I mean, absolutely. He's like, "Oh, it's so good."
Yum yum.
It's so good. This is the most awkward mayor in America by far. This is the one that went to George Floyd's funeral and knelt at the casket and started crying, boo-hooing. This dude's a straight phony. I mean, he's awful. And now he's declared that he won't cooperate with ICE. And in that press conference announcing that he's not going to cooperate with ICE, he suddenly started speaking Somali to his audience mid-speech. And to see this pasty white guy up there pandering to people that he doesn't care about, it's like, come on, dude. What liberal white people. They're the worst. They're the worst. He's bad. But I guess the question is he worse than Tim Walz? Who's worse, Jacob Fry or Tim Walz? Tim Walz, actually, very angry Tim Walz, by the way. I've seen him more angry than he's been in a long time because reporters are asking him questions. He came out in a press conference yesterday to say that very bad things are happening at his own home.
R word. Well,
People driving by his house yelling retard out the window.
it's despicable.
And like Democrats always do, words are violence. Here's the thing. When it comes to the R word, I think what you're seeing is society take that word back and use it against bad people, right? Nobody, and there for a long time, nobody used the R word because nobody thought it was appropriate to, use that word against whoever identified as such. People that have disabilities, they're the best people on the planet. Tim Walz, not reclaiming the word. We're going to use it against people like Tim Walz. I think that's appropriate. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's so good. Kick it in, baby. Oh, it's so good. So good. The Line Talk 99.5. Going to try to get you a Will segments here in a moment. But before I do that, does everybody remember the Shri, what was his name? Shri Thanadar? He's the, oh, thank you, come again. He's that congressman. That like Shri Thanadar. Yeah, everybody
Look at
remember?
my hair.
Yeah. He was in the business of he was going to end up impeaching Donald Trump. He was going to just take him out. He filed the articles of impeachment and everything. Well, apparently, as of yesterday, he's got a brand new thing, which is impeaching Pete Hegseth. Listen to this. Okay. That's
Oh,
enough.
let him finish.
No.
He's
that's
very
enough.
good.
That's enough. We are filing the articles of impeachment against Peter Hegseth. Yes. We are filing the impeachment. That dude's a. Have you seen his hair too?
Oh my goodness.
That's definitely a wig. I am filing the articles today.
This is again. Mordor. Mordor.
This was murder. Wow. Man, these people, man. All right, let me tell you about Underdog Fantasy real quick. Have y'all downloaded the Underdog app yet? Have ya? If you haven't, you need to do it. You need to make sure you use my promo code HeyNow, all one word, HeyNow. When you do that, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get $100 in bonus entries. A hundo. You got football tonight. You got it tomorrow. You got it NFL on Sunday. You got all kinds of chances to win money. Make your picks. Pick higher or lower on player stats. Get them right. Win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can even play with as little as $1. So why wouldn't you download it? Hey Now is the promo code. Download the app today. Sign up with the promo code Hey Now to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's the promo code Hey Now. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 19 or older and present in Alabama. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Still going, man.
Wow, he's still going. We just didn't shoot the Venezuela ships. These are civilian boats.
I did not kill those dogs.
Yeah. We're going to have puppy stew for dinner. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. No, that's enough. That's enough. That's really enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time for the Wheel of Segments. Yeah. I'm so hungry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so hungry. Let's see what we have today, Carrie. Up first, actually, a touching story, which is rare on the Wheel segments.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It says city program takes food donations to lower or eliminating fines for traffic violations and overdue books. So traffic violations and I guess library books. This is Oklahoma City, and this was in the lead up to Thanksgiving. It says through its Food for Fines program, the city of Chickasha Municipal Court and Library allows for food donations in exchange for lowering or eliminating fines for offenses like traffic violations or overdue books. Leading up to Thanksgiving, those with in the city of nearly 17,000 with violations or fines at the municipal court can donate non-perishable food items to get their traffic or municipal fines lowered. Boy, I'm struggling with that word. Each non-perishable food item donated will result in a $10 deduction in fines. Each item takes $10 off?
Man.
And you're getting those items for like 25 cents a pop?
Yeah, I'll be taking a whole lot up there.
Up to a maximum of $100 per participant.
Oh,
So, yeah, there's the cutoff. There's the cutoff. Items must be delivered to the court by the individual who the ticket was issued to in order for credit to be received. Last year, 30 individuals gave donations through the Court Food for Fines program, which led to $2,826 in fine credits. After this program ends, the public library starts its Food for Fines drive in December, where any amount of food donated can be used to clear any amount of overdue library fines on your account. Boy, library fines seem like so old school. It's crazy to think that that's even a thing anymore.
People actually check out books.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What if you don't have any tickets and want to get a credit? So in case you do get a ticket
Right.
the upcoming year, you
That-
can say, look, I donated all these things.
That would be a good idea for the court to do, actually. You just go ahead and take $100 off the front end
Right.
for when you do get a ticket.
I mean, they want some food.
Yeah. Next up, headline reads, DoorDash driver drops chicken wing on concrete, puts it back in box, and licks fingers in gross caught on camera scene.
Is that in Alabama?
No.
It's not Richard.
This is Florida.
Okay, good.
No, Richard doesn't deliver food. He delivers
Oh,
people.
that's right.
A DoorDash driver was caught shoving a stray chicken wing back into a takeout container after it plopped onto the concrete, then licking the sauce off his fingers as he sauntered away, all without warning the customer. The disgusted Florida customer, Trina Brown, shared the damning Ring camera footage with WJXT shortly after the delivery horror story at their Orange Park home on Sunday. In the video, the driver tries to shimmy the stack of food out of his DoorDash branded insulated bag, but in a container of boneless wings toppled to the ground. The driver stoops over and places the lid back on, but a single wing and some sauce were splattered on the concrete doorstep. So if there's sauce on the doorstep too, like, you got to get that up,
Yeah.
otherwise they're going to know
That's
you dropped
evidence,
it.
man.
He then
Ugh.
shoves the wing back inside and tries to kick away the scuff of sauce with his shoe. So he just tried to rub it in. From there, the driver ambles away while licking a dollop of sauce off his fingers, according to the video. Brown told the outlet that her family would never have known one of the wings touched the ground if it weren't for security footage. Well, I don't know. I mean, you could probably put it together with the sauce on the ground. Now,
Yeah.
this is an elderly lady, by the way. Now Brown is pushing for changes to be made to the delivery process and training. Here's the thing, man. I don't
You got to train somebody not to eat somebody's food.
I don't like DoorDash. I don't like Uber Eats. I don't think, like, it's good that people can make extra money by doing that, but it's not my thing, man. I'm not having some rando fondle my food and put it in their car. God knows what shape their car's in. It's just a weird. It's just a weird thing. I don't like any delivery. I can go pick my food up.
Yeah, I can do pizza delivery, but that's about as far as I go.
She said, quote, if he can't deliver food with due care, then maybe there's something else out there for him to do. Secondly, on DoorDash's behalf, I'm not really sure what the training is. There is none. But maybe it's time to bring the drivers in or require them to have some type of training. She revealed that she hasn't ordered takeout since the chicken kerfuffle. In a statement obtained by the outlet, DoorDash admitted that the Florida man's tactic was well below the level of service it typically aims to provide. They said that it was investigating the incident and issued a warning to the driver. They didn't even ban him. They just issued him a
Quit
warning.
eating people's food. Carry on.
That's a thing too, man. If you get like burgers and fries, like your drivers are going to get in there and eat one of your fries, which means he's going to put his grubby hands on other fries as he digs out of your bag.
Yeah, I'm just not that lazy quite yet.
It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. And last but not least, headline: Police recover a swallowed Fabergé. Is that how you say that? Fabergé?
That is correct.
It's like a necklace or a pendant or something.
Looks like an egg, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, jewels and gold leaf. And
Police recover a swallowed Fabergé pendant after a 6-day wait for it to reappear. It's out of New Zealand. Police said Friday that they have recovered a James Bond-inspired Fabergé pendant after 6 days of closely watching the man accused of swallowing the jewelry in an Auckland store. They said the pendant was recovered Thursday night after it exited the suspect's gastrointestinal tract naturally without medical intervention. So no de-impacting that had to be done.
no pumpkin seeds.
The limited edition Fabergé egg pendant was inspired by the 1983 Bond film Octopussy. Boy, I was excited to say that on the radio. In which a jewel smuggled operation involves a fake Fabergé egg. A less glamorous photo supplied to New Zealand's police Friday showed a gloved hand holding the recovered pendant and its long gold chain with an intact price tag showing the jewelry's nearly $19,000 value.
He swallowed the price tag too?
He didn't even take the tags off.
Man.
The man was arrested inside the jewelry store on November 28th, shortly after the alleged theft. He made a court appearance on November 29th when he didn't enter a plea to a charge of theft. Since then, he's been in police custody, and officers had been stationed around the clock with the man to wait for the evidence to reemerge. The 32-year-old man has not been publicly named. He is due to appear in court Monday and will remain in police custody until then.
That'd be a crappy job to have.
Yeah,
to watch somebody poop.
The store's website says the egg, one of only 50 made, was crafted from gold, painted with green enamel, and encrusted with 183 diamonds and 2 sapphires.
It's encrusted with something else now.
Yeah, it is. Encrusted with doo-doo. The pendant is 8.4 centimeters, which is 3.3 inches tall, and is mounted on a stand. It says the egg opens to reveal an 18-karat yellow gold octopus nestled inside, adorned with white diamond suckers and black diamond eyes. The octopus surprise pays homage to the antagonist at the center of the Octopussy film. Boy, I got to say that twice. So, yeah. Somebody was on duty at the police station. And they said, "Hey, who's gonna watch?
Need a volunteer.
Who's gonna watch Octopussy over here poop out the egg?"
Gross.
But that's why we call this segment "I'm So Hungry." Yeah. All right, Noto Roofing for you one more time. NOTOroofing.com. You got roofing issues. You think you might have roofing issues, or you don't even know if you have roofing issues. Noto Roofing is who you need to call. Call them today, call them Monday, call them Tuesday, call them someday in the next few days and get them to come out and give you that free roof inspection. Remember, this costs you absolutely nada. Cost you nothing. Why wouldn't you take care of it? Get it handled, man. Get these guys to come out there. They're the best of the best. They do the work at my house, my friends, my family, and everybody loves them, man. Chris and all the guys over there just do such a bang-up job, and I've got personal relationships with them. So these are my people. Just make sure you tell them that Andrew McLean sent you, and they are definitely going to take care of you. 205-848-2299. That's 205-848-2299. Online, notoroofing.com. Psycho Stick. Is that the name of that band? But they got some wild stuff.
This
They
is pretty
don't
good.
just do covers, but they just do random like crazy songs. Like they'll do the ABC song, and like everything they do, they make it metal. You know, there's a few bands out there that do that kind of thing. But I actually saw those guys in. I saw them live at Bell Bottoms on Southside. I think it was
Really?
Bell Bottoms they played at. Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
Been around for a while, eh?
Yeah, they've been around for a long, long time. Bubba Rumble says that Octopussy story gives a new meaning to the term turd gazer. I think that's the first time I've heard the term turd gazer.
Didn't know there was two meanings.
Turd gazer. Speaking of gays, there is a new Tucker Carlson podcast where he's got Milo Yiannopoulos on there. And I watched part of it last night, and I thought it was very fascinating. It was just interesting to hear kind of his take on some stuff. All right, so Alabama Men's Clinic, which has nothing to do with turd gazing. It's got to do with your testosterone. Your testosterone and whether or not it's working like it's supposed to. As you get older, your body produces less and less. And things come with that. Problems come with that, such as your hair loss, you're gaining weight, you can't get it up when you need to get it up. You know, there's a lot of things. Peyronie's disease. And it's not one of these things that's going to fix itself on its own or fix itself over time. It is going to take intervention. And that intervention comes from the pros at Alabama Men's Clinic. Let these guys run the lab work, get you the consultation, and figure out what it is you need to have yourself living your best life. You're going to feel years younger after Alabama Men's Clinic does their thing. So reach out to them. Always remember, tell them I sent you. 205-598-7000. That's 205-598-7000. Online, AlabamaMen'sClinic.com. So here we go, Carrie. In a matter of just a little over a minute, do we officially kick off the Christmas extravaganza?
I believe you have to, right?
Leland is, I'm assuming doors are going to be open down there. You know, if they're not, then you'll find out when you get there that the doors aren't open. But Leland's doing his show live, so go swing by there. If you're in Alabaster, even if you don't have time to come tonight, maybe go drop off a toy and just say hey to Leland. But we'll be really kicking it off at 6 o'clock once he's wrapped up his show. But you'll be able to hear him throughout the afternoon, and it's going to be a good time. And John Bird, special guest John Bird's going to be the producer for Leland Live today.
Yes, he will. I just think he may have just walked in the room.
We should have got him to come in and do the Willis segments with us.
That would have been good.
Next time he fills in for Leland, we got to make that happen. So, Christmas extravaganza tonight, brought to you by the Knowles Group and Crocker Moving Services. Prizes being given away, live music, beer, food trucks. The whole crew is going to be there. Please, y'all come hang out with us. Only thing we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy as your admission in. That's going to Alabama veteran Operation Christmas Elf. We're going to have a good time tonight. Can't wait to see all you guys. With that said, I got to get out of here and do some running around before I make my way to Alabaster. So, y'all stick around and at least listen to the party. Until next time, see you, Cut!